After years of speculation and excitement about the erstwhile Fox characters entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Studios has announced an MCU Fantastic Four movie. Join us as we explore what to anticipate from this epic addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as the most recent news and rumors surrounding the highly anticipated Marvel film. The Fantastic Four film franchise was long owned by 20th Century Fox, and the company made several attempts to launch a full-fledged television series based on the characters. Josh Trank's Fantastic Four reboot in 2015 and Tim Story's Fantastic Four in 2005, which gave rise to the sequel Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. The Fantastic Four rights have been back in Marvel Entertainment's hands since the 2019 Disney/20th Century Fox agreement, and Marvel's first family is scheduled to make their MCU return in 2025. A new film is on the way as part of Marvel Phase 6, and it will finally feature the Fantastic Four in the MCU. There is much speculation about who will assume the roles of Reed Richards, Susan Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, even though this may seem like a far-off future given that Marvel Phase 5 has only recently begun with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on the horizon. There are many additional mysteries that remain unanswered despite the fact that the MCU Fantastic Four release date and their role as the film launching Phase 6 of the multiverse saga are known. Who will play the lead parts and how the superhero team, which consists of Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing, may be introduced into the MCU, are foremost among these. In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, John Krasinski made his acting debut as a Mr. Fantastic impersonator, but it hasn't even been established whether Reed Richards is the same on Earths 838 and 616. Here is what we currently know about the MCU's Fantastic Four. Release information for the Marvel movie Fantastic Four. The current release date for the MCU's Fantastic Four is February 14, 2025. As part of Marvel Studios' massive SDCC 2022 release schedule, a preliminary November 2024 release date was disclosed. This was subsequently postponed until 2025, potentially to accommodate the postponement of Blade as a new director is sought. The Fantastic Four's narrative might not make sense unless Blade is published before. The multiverse saga is leading up to Avengers: Secret Wars, a definitive endpoint with numerous pieces that must come together over the course of several films. As the next non-Avengers MCU film before Avengers, the Kang Dynasty Fantastic Four is likely to have delays if any earlier MCU films experience delays. The Fantastic Four was listed in Kevin Feige's exhaustive SDCC 2022 list of films and TV shows, which went all the way up to Phase 6. This gave fans optimism that they might start the countdown to eventually seeing the Fantastic Four make their MCU debut. Sadly, we will have to wait longer. However, there's a fair probability that the most recent release date of 2025 is the actual one because this was one of several MCU delays and likely has little to do with Fantastic Four specifically. Peyton Reed, the director of the Ant-Man television series, had previously indicated an interest in helming the MCU Fantastic Four film. Later, the director of the Spider-Man Homecoming trilogy, John Watts, was expected to take over, but he later withdrew, citing a lack of interest in producing any additional superhero films. Currently, Max Shakman, who has directed sitcoms including It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and WandaVision, is set to helm Fantastic Four. Shakman is a fantastic option. A successful MCU entry may find a tonal balance between comedy and tragedy, as films like the outrageously frivolous Thor, Love and Thunder, or the perplexing yet depressingly dark Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness show. From this angle, Shakman is the Fantastic Four's best bet. Cast of Marvel. It's safe to assume that past actors won't be seriously considered for the new MCU Fantastic Four movie cast, are all unlikely to appear as their respective characters in the MCU Fantastic Four. Marvel has, however, generated an intriguing casting conundrum involving the Fantastic Four that hasn't yet found a permanent answer. Reed Richards' appearance in Doctor Strange 2 was a hoax. John Krasinski was cast as Reed Richards on Earth 838, one of the parallel universes explored in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, in a brilliant display of fan cast emulation. While this was an impactful moment, it doesn't necessarily confirm John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic casting in Doctor Strange 2, given that the majority of the main chronology is set on Earth 616. Fantastic Four will begin the MCU's Phase 6. Marvel's slate is extensive and spans all the way through 2026. This includes all of Phase 5, all of Phase 6, and the remainder of Phase 4. The Fantastic Four will play a crucial role in how the next grand period of MCU storylines ends, but this could yet change over the coming years. there won't be another origin story in the new Fantastic Four. Feige has claimed that he wants to make something different off of the basis of a very well-known history, confirming a lot of people know this origin story. The genesis of the Fantastic Four heroes has been established in the previous 2 iterations. The fundamentals are understood by many. How can we use that and introduce something fresh to them? Similar to this, Marvel assumed that viewers were completely aware of how Peter Parker acquired his powers in their adaptation of Spider-Man, and it was a fantastic success. According to prior data, it appears that the Fantastic Four movie will take a similar strategy, which is wonderful news for Marvel's first family. As Reed Richards, who will play him? Will John Krasinski play a lead role? One of the original Fantastic Four members is Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic. He is regarded as one of the smartest scientists in the field, having knowledge of engineering, extraterrestrial biology, chemistry, and physics. Does he also possess superhuman abilities? His capacity for stretching is well known. Who will therefore portray Marvel's wisest man? John Krasinski played Richards in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, as you are likely aware. He belonged to the Illuminati, a team of superheroes charged with making choices that would have an effect on the multiverse. He was introduced as the smartest man alive and featured in the iconic blue Fantastic Four suit with the insignia on it. Even his wife, who we can only assume was Sue Storm, and their kids were mentioned by Richards. Who's going to play Sue Storm? Emily Blunt. Will she play Sue Storm? The Invisible Woman, another original member of the Fantastic Four, is Sue Storm, who is also the spouse of Mr. Fantastic. She gains the ability to build force fields and become invisible as a result of exposure to cosmic radiation. She has been portrayed by Jessica Alba and Kate Mara in prior motion pictures. However, no actor has expressed a desire to take on the part again. The possibility of Emily Blunt, who is Krasinski's real-life wife, playing the part has been discussed by fans. Due to a scheduling conflict, she had to decline the part of Black Widow, which was ultimately filled by Scarlett Johansson. Additionally, she and Krasinski have a history of on-screen collaborations thanks to their roles in the A Quiet Place films. Blunt has previously acknowledged that the rumors are only based on fan castings. She stated on the Howard Stern show in 2020, "That is fan casting. No one has gotten a call yet. That is just individuals asking, wouldn't that be wonderful?" In whom will Johnny Storm appear? Sue's younger brother, Johnny Storm, is also exposed to cosmic radiation during their tragic journey. He gains the ability to transform his body into a fiery condition akin to plasma. As of now, there have been no rumors regarding the casting of this part. Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan previously played the parts. Given that Evans went on to land a significant MCU role as Captain America, it is highly doubtful that he will return to his position as the Human Torch. In Black Panther, Jordan plays Eric Killmonger, the brand new member of the MCU. As a result, new casting for the role is anticipated. Who's going to play Ben Grimm? Ben Grimm, an astronaut, traveled to space with his close friend Richard. His body, however, responded to the cosmic radiation in the most extreme way, transforming him into the Thing, a creature with the strength of a super strong rock. In the 2005 and 2007 versions, Michael Chiklis portrayed the part. In the 2015 version, Jamie Bell played the part. Although neither actor anticipates playing the role again, Chiklis did provide some advice for his successor. In an interview with Screen Rant, he suggested that they go CGI with their clothes. Wardrobe was different, but it was still a very great experience, he continued. Here, the discussion is coming to an end. Let's wait and see what MCN brings to make our eyes glow. Aren't you excited? We are excited very.